Welcome back to Great Day for this Wednesday. It's the 5th of August, and familiar face joining us from the Better Business Bureau. Bobby Hansen is here. Good to see you, my friend.
Good morning, Lou. Good to be back.
And
Hi, Jackie.
Hello. And you brought a friend with you.
We brought one of our longtime board members with us, Chuck Gassman from Bell Brothers Heating and Cooling.
How you doing, Chuck? Good to see you.
Thank you for inviting me.
And longtime board member, so obviously longtime BBB person.
Yes, this is our 60th anniversary for Bell Brothers this year, and Bob Bell, who founded our company, started with the BBB shortly after he founded his business. And Bob was on the board of directors for the BBB for probably 40 years, and his son Grant was the president of the BBB for a few years. And when Grant retired and I bought the business, I just kept that legacy alive.
That is great. Why is it so important to be part of this organization?
You know, Lou, the Better Business Bureau fits our core values of integrity. You know, in our mission statement, we say that we want to treat our customers, our employees, and our vendors honestly, fairly, and with respect. And I think that the BBB exemplifies that and helps us with that integrity issue. And from a customer viewpoint, they can look at our reviews and they can look at our rating with the BBB and say that we're a business of integrity.
Is this one of your star members of the BBB?
Oh, absolutely, Lou. Yeah, I mean it's service businesses like Bell Brothers and what Chuck is ownership of is, you know, you don't know where to go. People are looking, and you talked about Google in 2009. They rule the world. They are the new yellow pages now. So if you search heating and cooling, go to the bbb.org website. You search heating and cooling, it's going to come to the top. And the page, run a Google search. Bell Brothers will come up there with their business review. Will be on that first page, and that's very important to business owners nowadays.
I was going to say, you were talking about how people can look at reviews and see how other customers react to your services. Is that the best way to do it, is by going
Actually,
to that website?
There's a little bit of difference between looking at a Google review and looking at a Better Business review. The big difference is that if a customer has a dispute, they can go to Google and write a negative review, but as a business owner, you have no way of really going back to that customer and saying, how can we make this right? With the Better Business Bureau, if they file a complaint with the Better Business Bureau or they have a review on the Better Business Bureau, we can go back to that customer and work the issue out and make them a happy customer.
There you go.
All right. Now, what's one of the first things that people talk to you when they say that they want to come utilize your services? Do they reference the BBB at all? Do you hear anybody referencing BBB?
All the time.
You do?
And we advertise the BBB in all of our advertising as well. So people are well aware that we're a Better Business Bureau member. And people do recognize the BBB, and they look for the ratings and want to make sure that they're working with a reputable company.
And it has to make you feel good that once people do check out a service that is endorsed by the BBB, that they come back and give you favorable reviews.
Yeah, absolutely, and that's an area, Lou, that we're trying to increase our exposure to. If you have a positive or negative experience, you know, let us know. And we don't just automatically pop it up there on the website. We vet that. We go back to Chuck at Bell Brothers if he gets a complaint and let them address it. A negative review is not just thrown up there, as he talked about, like on Yelp or a Google review. I guess I was referring to a Google search. If you Google search, the Better Business Bureau review for Bell Brothers will pop up there.
Specifically with your business, heating and cooling, what are people looking for? Why is it hard to find a business that you definitely want to use when you have heating and cooling issues?
Well, the first thing is in your lifetime, people buy on average 1 or 2 heating and air conditioning systems in their whole life.
Right.
And so they don't know anything about it. And so they're at the mercy of whoever comes to their home and whoever they invite in their home to give them advice and to put in a system for them or take care of their service. And so people are nervous about having someone come in their home and put in something that's not going to work, or they're not going to get the service after the sale, that kind of thing.
And we're having to trust what you say, because I personally know nothing about heating or cooling systems.
That's exactly
so I have to
right.
rely on what you're saying, and hopefully you're telling me exactly what I need for my house.
Exactly right. And so the Better Business Bureau helps people with that, because they can go to the Better Business Bureau's website and look at reviews for Bell Brothers. They can look at our rating for Bell Brothers, and they can call the Better Business Bureau and ask about us.
Okay.
All right, now time to put you to the test here. Chuck, we're going to ask you, since it's going to be getting hot here real soon, we're going to have to ask you some questions here. Best way to keep your unit functioning properly?
The best way to keep your air conditioning, 2 things. Change your filter. One of the biggest things that we have, people call their air conditioners froze up, or they have no air conditioning and they forget to change the filter. The filter gets plugged, it can't move air through the system, and the unit shuts off. Or the other thing is to keep leaves and plants and bushes and things away from your air conditioner outside, and also make sure that you have that professionally maintained and cleaned. One of the things that the Better Business Bureau does is ad reviews. And one of the things that we advertise is that if you properly maintain your air conditioner, that you could save up to 40% on your heating and cooling costs. Well, the Better Business Bureau called me out on that because their ad said on your utility bill. And thankfully that they came to us and we said, oops, that's a mistake, because it's not your entire utility bill, it's your heating and cooling costs.
Right.
But a clean air conditioning system, a clean furnace, will operate up to 40% more efficient than one that's not maintained.
Okay, here's another question involving that. You mentioned the condensers, keeping the outside unit, making it clear of leaves and bushes and everything around there. What about putting some type of shade over that area? We hear pros and cons for that because they're saying big buildings in downtown areas, they don't have shades over their condenser units.
Right.
What about a homeowner? Would that help them?
Mid-American Energy has a tree program, and trees, shading your home, shading your air conditioner is a big benefit as long as you don't obstruct the airflow going through that air conditioning system. Air conditioners are rated to operate up to 125 degrees outside, but the warmer it gets outside, the less efficient they become and the less capacity they have. So if you can keep that sun from having
Beating down on it
and raising that temperature, it'll actually make it work a lot more efficiently.
Thank you. I've never got a straight answer on that, but you finally gave us a straight answer.
Just don't block the airflow of the air conditioner, and don't put the branches right over top of it so the air can't get away from it. But if you have a nice big tree away from the house that shades that side of the house, that's perfect.
And are we starting to think about cleaning our heating systems now,
You know,
unfortunately?
Kids are getting ready for school, and we'll be sending out reminders. It's time to check your furnace here in another couple of weeks. Absolutely.
Okay.
All right, now if we want you to ring our bell, so to speak, how do they get a hold of you?
All they have to do is they can do it several different ways. You can go to our website, www.bellbrothers.com, and we have a service request on there. Or you can call our number, 244-8911, and ask for the service department, and we can get you scheduled.
Perfect. Chuck, thanks for coming in, man.
Thank you.
thank
Appreciate
you.
it very much.
Mr. Hanson, thank you, sir.
Always a pleasure. Good luck with Spam-A-Lot
Hey,
tomorrow
thank
night.
you very much.
Yeah, the lead, I hear. Yeah.
Are you in Spam-A-Lot?